Greetings, my champions, and welcome to Live with Chatufa. This is a platform on which we give you just quick updates of what is happening in the nation as we continue to watch over the freedom of the Zimbabwean people that is unfolding almost on a daily basis. Every day that we watch what is happening in Zimbabwe, we see the hand of God. And indeed, our God has been faithful and he remains faithful. We are so confident that this time around, we are going to see the end of oppression and the end of dictatorship in Zimbabwe. Mnangagwa government cries foul after Usaid cuts health support to Zimbabwe. You know, it's quite ironic that you'd find that ZANU-PF has always been condemning America, calling them, imperialists and oppressors and the like. They would always want to say that they do have friends and they don't care about America. They have China, they have Russia, they have Iran, they have other countries that they call their own all-weather friends. But it is so surprising why they are crying foul this time around, now that Donald Trump has changed and removed his support on the World Health Organization that has also been working with the USAID. So actually, the thing that is happening here is ZANU-PF has been relaxed all along, and they were milking money and squandering the monies that were supposed to be going towards the health in Zimbabwe. I've said it many times that the little medication that is found in our hospitals in Zimbabwe are not coming from Mnangagwa or Mnangagwa. These are donor-funded things. And I've said it over and over. I think you still remember me saying that quite a long time. But now they wanted to pretend as if they are the ones that are meeting that those little supplies that are coming into hospitals. And now we have heard Mtuli coming out crying foul over the issue of the cut by USAID to our health supplies. But when you look at the monies that these people are squandering, when you look at the monies that Wanawiki Chivayo are talking about, 100 million US dollars, really, how many hospitals can be sponsored by 100 million US dollars? I think almost every major hospital, every central hospital, every district hospital, every clinic, everything that is called health facility in Zimbabwe, with 100 million, it can be able to be fully equipped and even have new equipment of all their needs bought and throw away all the ugly and broken stuff. It's possible. But that money is given to one individual by Emmerson Mnangagwa, and he doesn't care. And this is exactly what we are talking about when we say we need to fight and remove oppression from our country, remove the thuggery and the thievery that has happened in the country for quite a very long time. And my hope is that now that the war veterans have started to speak, and we have heard General Chiwenga also voicing out, my hope and prayer is that now we have reached a time that the end has come for Emmerson Mnangagwa. This indeed is supposed to be the last kicks of a dying horse. We were waiting for 2025 all along. From all the years that we've been talking on this platform, we have always been talking about 2025. And we were saying that this is a crucial year, a very crucial year. And let us continue to be praying and hoping that this will be the time that Zimbabwe is going to be free finally. There is no need whatsoever for ZANU-PF to be crying babies over the issue of the health facility in Zimbabwe. We can't fail to supply our hospitals and our clinics if we have the will, because we do have the resources, we do have the monies. Namata Kwekweza says here, the suspension of USAID funds and the pandemonium it caused to the Zimbabwean population is a show that while the government of Zimbabwe attacks NGOs and American aid, they have been surviving of American aid. You will hear them say activists are on a payroll and NGOs are getting money when they are the ones on life support and surviving with USAID support. The aid issue is not an activist or NGO issue. It is a let's get our act right issues as Africans. I have told Jamwanda, that's George Charamba, here that before he lectures people about aid and NGOs about getting any money, he must first lecture all the ZANU-PF diplomats in the African Union and SADC who are also on an American and European payroll because of the aid the African Union and US and the SADC depend on. Today, 94% of the funding at the African Union comes from foreign donors. This is the AU, the biggest pan-African body with 54 member states who cannot honor their financial obligation, and hence it depends on aid. Here in Zimbabwe, from the Ministry of Health to commissions to government, it depends on aid, and the same government will lecture NGOs about not being patriotic because they get aid. The hypocrisy is sickening. The issue we face is corruption. The reason why many aid agencies prepare to channel funds through NGOs is government corruption and thieving. The government will loot our resources as a country until we need aid. Then, when the aid comes, they will also loot aid. This is aid meant for the sick, poor, those who cannot access water, those without food security. The government will loot it, and if they can, we cannot be angry at America for pulling out. We must be angry at our irresponsible and reckless government that prioritizes fancy vehicles and trips to Dubai while everyone else suffers. The Americans cannot continue to cover the nakedness of the Zimbabwean government. The Zimbabwean government must walk naked until it gets the act right. If government was serious and accountable, we would not need aid. In fact, NGOs would be funded by government. That's exactly what he's talking about here. So USAID suspends aid agreement in Zimbabwe following Trump's new policy measures. So nobody must be crying babies here. We want people to be responsible. That government of Mnangagwa must take responsibility. The money that they are squandering, money that they are stealing, money that are siphoning out of the country is enough to service everything, every need, not only health needs, all needs that are in Zimbabwe, from electricity to roads, water, the health facilities, education, and everything. We are able to run Zimbabwe efficiently with the money that Zimbabwe generates, but that money is going into individual pockets. That is where our tragedy is. So let's continue to stand and to fight Zimbabweans, to fight for change, to fight and pray for Zimbabwe, that the Lord may grant his freedom, his peace to Zimbabwe. And that is what we are waiting for and what we are believing God for. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. We'll be meeting in the upcoming show. Remain blessed.